for your sponsorship. All right, let's get into a little about you and I and who we are and some of our backgrounds and what brought us to the table today with our love and passion for high school sports. And, I guess we'll start.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the number one question that I had going through my head just from, experience when I was coaching and you guys covered one of our games is how did the prep even come about? It seems like it popped out of nowhere. All of a sudden there was these great basketball games on YouTube. That's how I found it. I wanted to, it's tough to get out there as a coach and scout some of these teams, and the prep allowed you to not have to be in the gym, and it was a great broadcast and great coverage. So how did the prep become about?
Thanks, man. Well, it came about by a need due to this pandemic thing. And we were going into 2020, I believe, was the year. I get years confused, but
yeah, March 2020 was when everything got shut down.
March 2020. So there you have it. We were facing a season of basketball. Football had been delayed. And so the need was for football immediately. And so we pieced together some things, and I was working with another outfit to try to do a webcast because it was limited viewers at that point. It was very limited in who could come. And then so we did a game in football, and then Alex Westfall and Alex is a huge part of this, Alex and I discussed, my vision of, look, I want high school sports in a webcast. Nobody's going to be able to watch these games.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
I had some open time. I was no longer with Eastern Michigan after 11 years. And I was kind of like, hey, it just seemed like the right fit. I have time to broadcast it. I got Alex who can basically paint the canvas and fill in any, executive producer technical needs. And he's phenomenal. And I mean, he pretty much put the vision to work and basically covering high school sports at a high level, at a higher level. Let's be honest, it's not really done outside of a Pixelot by many folks.
Right.
It just isn't. So this brought up the need, like, wait a minute, we should be doing something. And so for basketball, we started with February 11th, Flint Beecher and St. Mary's.
It's a good game to start with.
It was a pretty good game to start with. And St. Mary's was good enough to have us, and Todd Covert, shout out Todd, thought it was a great idea. And he got behind the vision and allowed it. And, of course, I'm a St. Mary's, grad, right. So I know Todd, former teammate, and it was an easy ask of, hey, you want to do this? And he said yes. He could have said no very easily. But so really I'm thankful to St. Mary's for that. And so we started broadcasting. Alex doesn't miss much. Alex is very loyal, dedicated, and phenomenal overall, but he missed game one. And he had a planned family vacation. Like, this was not like out of the blue. He's like, Chad, I can do this, man, but I can't do the first game. I'm like, what? What? So we did it, and we missed the entire first half. It didn't go through. It was,
hopefully people are getting the first half of this.
I hope so, but who knows? No, and Ali Hadi was not producing it, but we may have never gotten off the ground even if he was. So anyhow, we ended up getting out in the second half. Matt Derry was on color.
The D's.
Eli Wiles, who does a ton of work for ballets and national networks, and he was on camera. We pieced together 2 cameras, and it worked. And then Alex came back, and things got a lot better. And game 2 was Grand Blanc and St. Mary's. And again, these were limited audiences. Yeah. Like, nobody could really watch it. Like 2 fans, I think.
Yeah, you were two parents normally. Siblings weren't allowed. We've had coached the Blair family at Divine Child, and Grandma and Grandpa were at every game, and they weren't in the stands.
Yeah, what an athletic family that is.
Yeah. There was plenty of grandparents and stuff that used to attend games that weren't able to that. So
yeah, right. So it was out of a need for that. I've had this vision for a long time, but this really pushed it to where, all right, this is crazy. And selfishly, I wanted to be able to watch these games.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think I would have unless I was producing a basketball game, broadcasting it. So it was a little bit of that too. And St. Mary's, of course, was highly touted, favored to win the state title that year. So we knew, and Todd plays a tough schedule. They were great games. It was just a good fit.
Right.
And so and they worked with us too, getting the kinks out. Because it wasn't a refined outfit. But we did 11 basketball games, and then we said, well, might as well do some baseball. Let's try it. And then that worked well. It didn't hurt. St. Mary's was a nationally ranked team as well, and one of our flagship teams. But we covered some other clubs, and then we made our big push into the fall and did our first football season.
Nice.
And that was really nice. We got some support. Woodward Sports, shout out, got us through that first year, sponsored us. And, we were kind of off and running from there. We've just grown it. But Alex has been the key component, obviously, and several others, Matt Derry, a lot of folks from day one that really believed, invested, many more. But and we've just grown it every season. And here we are approaching our third football season and just really completed about our third full other sports season. So,
yeah,
it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Never thought it could be a business, just a passion. I love to broadcast. I like business, and I like organizing a team and being a teammate.
As big as you guys have gotten in that short period of time, I still think you guys are still at the beginning phases. I just think it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow to all across the state because it's a phenomenal product. Yeah. And like you kind of said, there was an opening, and you guys filling a need. Yeah,
it was. And, we can't survive without clients. Like, we had to give a lot of broadcasts early on that, hey, look, I didn't feel right charging for it because it wasn't at the level and standard that I expected for us and that Alex expected for us. So, but that's changed since we've kind of evolved and gotten better. But look, we've had great partner schools and leagues that have supported us, and without them, we wouldn't exist. It's not cheap.
Right.
Broadcasts are not cheap.
Yeah.
But it is for everybody. It is an equal opportunity broadcast. If you want to do a game with us, you can do it. We can make it happen. I don't care what league you're in. I don't care where you're at. Yeah. We'll go to the city. We'll go to the suburbs. We'll go to the Upper Peninsula. I don't care. And we've shown that.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, it lasts forever, too. Like, there's so many games that I know that were big games that I coached in way back when my players will still email me or text me like, hey, do you have this game film? Yeah. And it's like, let me go find the SD card and try to download that and find
What's that? SD
card. Exactly. So, with the prep, you just go right to it. So